What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another ranking. With the release of Avengers Infinity War coming out in less than a month, I cannot believe I'm saying those words right now. I'm going to be doing a lot of ranking videos on the Marvel Cinematic Universe because of Infinity War. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be ranking all of the heroes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, just to clarify with you guys what I mean by that, I'm ranking all of the main heroes that you've seen in all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. The heroes are ranked based on what they've done for the entire cinematic universe, how much I love them, their personalities, their risks taken, and how they've affected the entire cinematic universe, how likable they are. So that's how I'm doing this ranking video. These are my personal favorite heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm going to be ranking 23 heroes. All of them are in the description box down below. But what I want you guys to do is let me know your ranking on all the heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe down below in the comments section. I want to hear your guys' list. Let's get a nice discussion going on the heroes. Coming in at number 23 is Quicksilver from Avengers Age of Ultron. No surprises here. Out of all the main heroes that I've seen, Quicksilver is hands down the most forgettable hero because of one reason: he died in Age of Ultron. Spoiler alert, guys. Quicksilver, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yes, not the Quicksilver from the X-Men series, which is done better, but Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver. I did not resonate at all with this character. Just didn't find him that likable or that caring. Once he dies in the film, I honestly didn't get that emotionally attached to him. I didn't really cry because I really didn't give a shit about his character. But he did have some cool moments. I love his running scenes when he runs past Hawkeye and he goes, "You didn't see that coming?" The Russian accent needs to be better, but Quicksilver, Avengers Age of Ultron, is hands down the most forgettable hero, and he's my least favorite hero, so he's number 23. Coming in at number 22 is Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, played by Zoe Saldana. This may be some surprise and shock to you, but I don't really love Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. She's not my favorite out of the 5. But Zoe Saldana, she's very good as the character. She's very kick-ass. She's very sexy and attractive. I love her banters back and forth with Starlord. You don't see them having a romance, which is great. I love that James Gunn didn't do that. But the reason why she's at number 22 is I think she takes her character a little bit too seriously. She's Thanos' daughter, so that explains why. But Gamora, she's a kick-ass character, but not one of my favorites. But Gamora comes in at number 22. That may be shocking to you guys, but she's at number 22 for me. At number 21, I have the creator of the Avengers, the Commissioner, Nick Fury. Samuel Jackson, motherfuckers! Perfect casting choice. Samuel Jackson, fantastic as Nick Fury. And he's this low because he's honestly only not in many movies at all. We haven't seen him since Age of Ultron. Where the fuck have you been, Nick Fury? He's had the best moments in the entire MCU in Winter Soldier. He's had some kick-ass moments for sure, but we need to see more of Nick Fury. I'm sure he's going to be in Infinity War somewhere. Fantastic as the character, just hasn't done much to be higher on the list. Number 20 is War Machine, played by Don Cheadle in Iron Man movies. Don Cheadle, very charismatic as the character. I love his relationship with Tony Stark in the film. And Don Cheadle, I like his War Machine more than Terrence Howard. And the reason he's at number 20, again, I don't fully resonate with him a lot. He doesn't done much since Iron Man. I want to see him do more risks, maybe have some more stakes to him. He's just pretty simple. Like, he's a very simple comedic relief and sidekick. I want to see War Machine do some more stuff for him to be higher on the list. But Don Cheadle's great as the character. Coming in at number 19 is Scarlett Witch from Avengers Age of Ultron to present. Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlett Witch, very attractive, very hot. I love Scarlett Witch. You know, her character has really developed since that film, and she survives out of Quicksilver. And Scarlett Witch, she's had some really good moments for sure. I love the way her character went in Civil War, where her character was responsible for the opening action sequence. People died because of her. And I really do like the direction she went. I'm looking forward to seeing what she does in Infinity War and what's going to happen to her character. So overall, Scarlet Witch, really badass character, and Elizabeth Olsen's great. Coming in at number 18 is Vision. Awesome character, Paul Bettany. He's been playing Jarvis/Vision ever since the first Iron Man movie. He started off as Jarvis, the voice box for Tony Stark, and then he transforms into the Vision. I mean, Thor creates him, and he's just an awesome character. I love Vision when he's introduced in Age of Ultron. Him picking up Thor's hammer, awesome moment right there. He's got the Mind Stone in him, so it's interesting what's going to happen to him in Infinity War, but Paul Bettany, fantastic as Vision, very funny character, and just badass. Now, this may be a very shocking ranking. Some people may expect this guy to be higher, but he's only at 17. Coming in at number 17 for me is Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, you may be like, whoa, Ryan, why isn't Doctor Strange higher on this list, bro? I like Doctor Strange. I don't love him like some other people do. I think Benedict Cumberbatch is great as Doctor Strange, but really his origin story didn't really connect with me. I thought his origin story was just really basic and similar to Thor and Iron Man. He's really a cocky, arrogant prick in the first half of this movie. I didn't like the way he treated Rachel McAdams and all in the first half of the film, but really he does get better throughout his entire film. I really liked his banners back and forth with Wong and with Mordo. It's interesting to see what's going to happen in Doctor Strange 2. But Infinity War, I'm really interested to see what he does. I liked his moments in Thor Ragnarok. Very funny cameo. Benedict Cumberbatch, really good as Doctor Strange. Coming in at number 16 is Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. You know, Hawkeye gets a lot of shit for not being in Infinity War. Where's Hawkeye? We'll find out, guys. Jeez. Jeremy Renner, I liked Hawkeye a lot more in Age of Ultron than the first Avengers, because in Age of Ultron we get to know a lot more about his character. He's got a family. In the first Avengers he really didn't do much, but first being a villain and now back to the hero side. But Jeremy Renner, his charisma, his likability, he's done some really good things. I like the way they took his character in Age of Ultron. So I really like Hawkeye, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with Hawkeye coming up in Infinity War. Where's he at? We'll find out. Coming in at number 15 is Falcon, played by Anthony Mackie. I love this character so much. When he was first introduced in Winter Soldier, Anthony Mackie just owns the role of Falcon. The dude is freaking hilarious. I love his relationship with Cap. Such a great friendship. His little moments in Ant-Man, him fighting Ant-Man in his film was so awesome to see. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do coming up in Infinity War. We don't know what he'll do. Maybe he'll do some gratifying stakes for him to be higher. That's why he's lower on the list, because he hasn't done much but give jokes. But Falcon, very entertaining character. Coming in at number 14 is Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. Such an awesome character. I love Michael Rooker in the role. In the first Guardians of the Galaxy, he was a villain. You mean he's unlikable throughout the entire film, the way he treats Starlord and all that, but he has had the best character arc in the entire MCU. Very underrated character. The way they took Yondu in Volume 2 was very satisfying. I love Yondu a lot more now. Him going on this huge arc, unlikable to very likable at the end. As you know, spoiler alert, when he dies and sacrifices himself, being the father to Peter Quill, such an awesome moment at the final. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Coming in at number 13 is Ant-Man. Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. Yeah, what do you want me to do? I want you to break into her place and steal some shit. I love Paul Rudd. Perfect casting choice as Ant-Man. Who would ever thought Paul Rudd could play a superhero, and he crushes it as Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man in this film. Paul Rudd just owns the comedy as Ant-Man. You can really kick ass in the action sequences as well. I'm looking forward to seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp and his relationship with Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp. And in Civil War, he really fit well with the Avengers. And I'm looking forward to him in Infinity War. Another character we haven't seen in the trailers in Infinity War. Where's Ant-Man? We'll have to find out. At number 12 is Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson. She's been in a lot of movies. Her introduction in Iron Man 2 was so awesome. She was so sexy in Iron Man 2, even though it wasn't the best MCU film. But she does have a good relationship with Steve Rogers, but she has more of a romantic relationship with Hulk. And I just love their moments in Age of Ultron. And with Black Widow, we're finally going to get a solo film that's been confirmed for Phase 4. And the reason why Black Widow didn't make the top 10 list, even though she's very good and kick ass, she still hasn't done much. recently in Civil War, she really didn't do much but switch sides. I want to see Black Widow do more gratifying things, maybe take more risks. That's why she isn't in the top 10, but I still love Black Widow. Coming in at number 11 is Starlord. Chris Pratt. I freaking love Starlord. Such a great character. Chris Pratt owns this role from both films. I love Starlord, his origin story, and just what he has become. Very likable, charismatic, absolutely hilarious, and doing a lot of things. A lot of shit has happened with Starlord. His life, he saw his mother die of cancer, and his father's a freaking murdering psychopath. The reason why he didn't make the top 10 list, because in Volume 2, I wanted to see more action like we saw with Starlord, wearing more of the mask like in the first film and kicking more ass. But Chris Pratt turns into Superman in Volume 2, so I would have liked to see something a little bit better, but Star-Lord's an awesome character. Can't wait to see him in Infinity War. Top 10 list, guys. Top 10. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, I would love to put him higher on this list, but I love this character. That is Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista. Funniest character out of the entire Guardians. Yes, I did say that. Loved him in the first film. I mean, who would ever thought Dave Bautista would play Drax the Destroyer perfectly? And he is the only actor. He is perfect for this role. He's badass in the first film. Really, the only reason why he isn't higher, because in Volume 2, he's really funny, but we didn't see him kick ass like in the first film. Joke after joke, and that's all his character does throughout the entire film. I'd love to see Drax kick a lot more ass like he did. Be the Destroyer and not Drax the joke machine. But really, Dave Bautista is awesome as Drax and very funny character. Coming in at number 9 is Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Baby Groot was so awesome in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Very adorable character, but I love adult Groot in the first movie. Vin Diesel's voice just connecting to Groot is just perfect. When he dies in the first film, we are Groot. It's so freaking sad. And Groot, I cared about a freaking tree within the first 30 minutes of the first film. That's how awesome Groot is as a character and very emotionally resonant, and Baby Groot just makes it so much better. Coming in at number 8 is Rocket Raccoon. Rocket is such an awesome character. Again, similar to Groot, who would ever think we could connect with a raccoon? Rocket steals every single scene in the first film, and in Volume 2, we really get to see his character a lot more, being more emotional. I mean, you think he's unlikable from his past, like he steals batteries, and like, I really just love the scenes with him in Volume 2, just being more emotional instead of just badass. And his riff with Starlord in the second film is just awesome. And Bradley Cooper as the voice of Rocket is perfect. I love this character so much. Coming in at number 7 is the Hulk. Hulk smash. Yes, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. Edward Norton's Hulk is good, but I love Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. When we first introduced to the Hulk in the Avengers, Mark Ruffalo became the Hulk there. I love the way they handled him in Age of Ultron, but I love the Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. I mean, the comedian style back and forth. Mark Ruffalo and Chris Hemsworth's buddy cop relationship in that film was just perfect. And the way they treated Hulk, they made him like a little kid in his comedic scenes. Seeing the Hulk smash Thor like he did to Loki, such a funny scene right here. The reason why Hulk didn't make the top 5 list is I haven't seen much of Hulk, like not a lot of screen time, so that's the reason why he didn't make the top 5 list, but Hulk smash awesome. Coming in at number 6 is Thor. Chris Hemsworth is awesome as Thor. I mean, I didn't know anything about Thor at the start before the Avengers, and his first film I really enjoyed. Thor the Dark World was a disappointing sequel, but Chris Hemsworth's charm, his charisma, and his comedy in Ragnarok made me love him so much more. Seeing his origins come to life in Thor Ragnarok made me love the character so much more. In Infinity War, he's going to have so much more to do. He's going to team up with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's going to meet up with the Avengers again. And I'm interested to see what's going to happen to Thor. Could he be close to death? The top 5. This was extremely difficult to do, but I'm confident with this top 5 for sure. Coming in at number 5 is very surprising, but I have Bucky Barnes / the Winter Soldier. Another arc that is so underrated. Bucky's arc is so riveting. We see Bucky Barnes in First Avenger and Sebastian Stan being a lot taller than Chris Evans, and then just becoming really troubled, and him falling out of the train in First Avenger is so sad. But then we find out in Winter Soldier that he's the freaking Winter Soldier. He's the assassin that's blowing things up, blowing up Nick Fury's car, almost killing him. Hydra has gotten a hold of Bucky, and it's so riveting to watch. He was the one that was framed for killing King T'Chaka when it was really Zemo behind all that. And he was the one behind killing Tony Stark's parents when it was just Hydra controlling his brain. And Winter Soldier, everything's happening to this guy, and it's so good. Sebastian Stan is so good as the Winter Soldier. The best friendship in the MCU right here, Cap and Bucky right here. I mean, the Captain America films wouldn't have been great if it wasn't for Bucky Barnes. Coming in at number 4 is Spider-Man. Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I freaking love the MCU Spider-Man. When he was first introduced, I was like, this is the perfect iteration of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I loved his banners with Tony Stark. I mean, Tony Stark is a father figure to him and a mentor. And Tom Holland, just his nervousness, he's not really sure what to think being a part of the Avengers. He has to earn his respect. And in Spider-Man Homecoming, just really being the main hero. And I thought Tom Holland did a great job in Spider-Man Homecoming, him fighting against the Vulture. And in Infinity War, he's going to be talking to a lot more characters like Doctor Strange and more with Black Panther. And I'm just really excited for Tom Holland and what he has coming up in the MCU. Coming in at number 3 is Black Panther, played by Chadwick Boseman. This character has only been in 2 movies, and he's already in my top 3. How crazy am I? But Black Panther's at number 3 for a very good reason, because he was phenomenal in Civil War. I was very excited to see his solo film, and I was completely satisfied. Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther was made for that role, and everything about Black Panther is everything I love about in a superhero. A guy that is committed to his country, it will do anything to protect it, and will kill anybody that comes in his way. Him as a king was so good, and in Black Panther, him becoming the Black Panther and just the rift between him and Killmonger was some of the best moments between a hero and villain in the entire MCU. Now, 1 and 2, you guys know who they are, but where do they rank? Coming in at number 2 is a character I love. He's the character that started off the entire MCU off with a bang. That is Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. I've said this before. Top 5 best superhero castings of all time. Robert Downey Jr. If it wasn't for him, the MCU wouldn't have been where it's at today. One of the best character arcs I've ever seen. I mean, Tony Stark, you all know, starts off as a stubborn dick and goes through a lot in the first Iron Man, and he becomes a hero who cares about people and is willing to save lives. It's going to be so heartbreaking what happens coming up in Infinity War, but I'm not seeing good things for Iron Man, but Robert Downey Jr. is perfect. He had to make the top 2. And, of course, my favorite MCU hero is, of course, Captain America. Chris Evans is Captain America. Who liked him from the start of First Avenger? I mean, Chris Evans, he's had such a downward year because of Fantastic Four. I mean, like, he's going to be playing another superhero. This is going to be awful. And Chris Evans nailed the frickin' role of Steve Rogers in Captain America. My favorite origin story, my favorite solo films are the Captain America movies. Chris Evans' performance as Captain America is perfect. His character is so completely serious and is willing to protect lives, and he's willing to die for them. That's why everyone loves Captain America like me. He's a guy that I am exactly like. Is not selfish at all. Plays by a team and gets stuff done. Everyone talks about Captain America dying. I could definitely see that happening. I don't know which one, in Avengers 3 or 4, but if it happens, I mean, it's happened before. It'll be very heartbreaking indeed. And it's just very sad. I mean, Captain America, the MCU is as perfect as it is because of that character. There you have it, guys. That is my entire ranking of all the heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now the question is, what is your guys' rankings? What is your favorites? Let me know down below in the comments section. This isn't it, guys. I have a lot more MCU videos coming out. I'll be ranking all the villains in the MCU, the Stan Lee cameos, of course my Infinity War reviews coming up, and my entire MCU ranking. Bunch of MCU videos coming out for you guys. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait for you to check it out. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this ranking video, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.